Hello, welcome again, A Plus Traders, to another weekly market forecast. This is the week of 20th of April to 24th of April. So let's just look at the economic calendar. Focus this week will be on dollar. We have more events on dollar. Home sales, consumer price index on pound, and the unemployment rate too on pound, initial job claims on USD too. So the focus is on USD. So expect volatility on the USD currency pair. Okay, before we jump onto the charts, if you are not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly do that now. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notifications so anytime we publish a new video you get updated on that. So we start with NZD USD. So last week we saw a breakout of this trend line. Let me jump into my entry time frame at once. So this is what we have on the 4-hour time frame. So last week we saw a breakdown of this trend line heading to the upside. We saw the breakdown. So this week I want to see a short-term sell opportunity to the 0.57 zone. Watch the lower time frame, maybe 1 hour or 2 hour, depending on your trading style. Watch for this to break down to the downside. I'm looking at selling NZD USD for short term this week, but don't forget that price may decide to push up, retest this top before dropping, or we see a breakdown from here at once. These are the two possible scenarios that may play out on NZD USD. Next we look at pound yen, GBP JPY. Last week we saw price struggling around the resistance here. This is a key resistance. The 135.706 zone is a very key resistance. It's been holding for weeks now. I want to see price push down to the 130.614 zone before we see the next rally to the top. Don't forget I'm still long-term bullish on pound yen. I'm still long-term bullish. The impulse from this bottom is a good reason for me to stay bullish for long-term. Just that lately the bullish impulse have reduced, and that is because we are at a resistance zone. So watch out for this to break down. See, so we may have one more push then drop, or we may see price testing that 135.076 zone before dropping into the downside. So I'm short-term bearish on pound yen for this week. The next chart we are going to look at is Euro card. We have been bullish on Euro card for long term, but since the beginning of this month we have been trading in a corrective structure. So I want to see that break out of that structure this week. So we may see price make a one more push to the downside, but I'm not looking for this to happen right now. What I want to see this week is a bullish move to 1.58 zone or 1.59 zone to the top. I want to see to the top, but price may still make this one more drop before pushing up. But I'm more interested to catch these bullish moves. This is tradable. The sell trade is tradable, but I prefer moving with the trend. So I'm focusing on buying opportunity. So I want to buy to the upside here. So this is my trade for this week on Euro card. This is my trade. Okay, the next pair I want to look at is Nasdaq 100. So last week I projected price to push up on Nasdaq to continue pushing up, and price did just that. As of last week, price was here, so I say price will continue pushing to the top or may retest the trend line before pushing to the top. So but suddenly price didn't retest that trend line again, rather we saw it to the top. But with the recent price actions here, the bullish impulse are slowing down. So this week I want to see it at least drop and retest this trend line or the 8037 zone. Why I'm saying this, because there is a very clear divergence on this pair. Let me share this with you too. This is a divergence here. See, this is divergence here. It's price, as price tends to push up, there is decreased volume here too. So the divergence is very clear on Nasdaq. This is a 4-hour time frame. So we are seeing decreased volume on this chart. So that is why I'm saying we see short-term selling opportunities on the Nasdaq this week. Okay, so next we look at Bitcoin. Last week we were selling the Bitcoin from this level here, so we have been holding. Price came down, but as at last week again we saw it, price rallied up and took us out on break even, so we made just few dollar on that trade. So this is the structure the market is presenting right now. We'll be looking for buying opportunities this week. All we want to see this week for price to retest it here, we get some bullish impulse from here, we join that trade to the upside. So this week look for buying opportunities on Bitcoin, price to keep pushing higher to 8,991 zone, or a little drop to retest this trend line, then push up. That is Bitcoin. We are also going to look at Ripple. So this is Ripple BTC. First I want to show you the market structure here on this chart. See the way price is moving. We are seeing series of lower highs into support. So this is it. See series of lower highs into support. This is a key support zone here, and you see price doing this, moving in this direction. So we want to see, we may have one more move to the upside before dropping down to this support again. So this week the trade you should be looking for a short-term bearish. Alright, so we are looking for short-term selling opportunities, because this might be a bigger price correction here before price heading to the top. So more like a flag pattern. So price may drop down and push up, drop again before testing that trend line on the higher time frame. So look for selling opportunities. When the market opens, you can sell and place your stop loss above Friday highs and your take profit below here. So this is a trade for this week, for price to drop down, though price may decide to push up before dropping, but I'm not seeing this move happening. I'm more interested in the bearish move down there. Next is Google. So for the past 4 and 7 days, the Google stocks have been pushing up gradually, and right now we see price is at R2, or the pivot R2, This is a pivot R2, and it's a key resistance at that area. And if you should look at, I'm going down to the 4-hour, we should look at this 4-hour time frame. You notice this big gap here. The big gap here has to be filled. We may see price this week drop down and cover that gap before pushing up. So this week we are looking for short-term selling opportunities on Google. You notice price closed below the R2, so this is a good idea to sell. Take a short-term sell to PP. When price reaches PP, take off your profit and watch out for bullish impulse or price rejections from here and buy to the upside. These are my best trading forecasts this week. We have looked at NZD, USD, Pound, JPY, Eurocard, Nasdaq, Bitcoin, Ripple, BTC, and also the Google. I wish you more pips this week. Look for your entries on the lower time frame depending on your trading style and join the trade. Right? Thank you guys. If this video was helpful for you, hit on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also share the video with your friends who are traders so they can also benefit from this our weekly forecast.